Welcome back, Texas. So today we have for you some good self-care coming up next. And I'm excited to just visit with this woman. She's innovative. She's, gone through so many self-care practices of her own that I know she's going to have some great tips. Help me welcome Miss Kandice Cole to the show.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Kandice. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Candice. It's such an honor to have you here today with us on the show. And you are so good at designing healing spaces for busy professionals, right? You yourself are a very busy professional.
Yes.
And from what I know is you even change industries thinking that would help with your stress, but it didn't. Do you mind sharing with us about that time in your career?
Yeah, definitely. So I was a former teacher, and as you all know, teaching is a demanding career. Shout out to all the teachers out there.
Yes, Lord.
I was stressed out, I was burnt out, I was exhausted, and I really honestly thought it was because of the job. Like it was purely because of the job. So I quit teaching, went into another job, better schedule, more flexible, and guess what happened after a year? I burnt out again. And so I noticed the pattern. I'm like, I keep doing this. And so I started to ask myself, why? Like, what's happening? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep burning out? Why do I keep getting exhausted? And that asking that question, why, is when I really started my self-care journey, because self-care and wellness was not on the table for me and I was not prioritizing it. And so the journey began, and here I am some years later able to share about it on the other side.
It's just so beautiful because you've built a six-figure income with your business, because after taking a step out of being so busy, and now you're not burnout, and
Right.
It's just so incredible. What do you think was the shift that really made this possible for your business?
I think really the first thing was me finding a community of women who actually prioritize self-care. So it was important for me to find other people who were telling me, hey, go take care of yourself. Don't burn out, don't hustle, don't grind. And so for me, that was the biggest step, was going out and finding people who had done it and just staying connected with them and being supported by them and nurtured by them so that I could then learn to do it myself, because it is a practice. Like you have to learn how to continue practicing taking care of yourself. It doesn't always come easy at first. And so I had these communities of people really lifting me up when it felt really difficult to do.
What's neat about the way you offer this and the way you do it is you help women find those moments of freedom, right, throughout the day, because you might not get that hour bubble bath. What are some things we can do quickly throughout the day to help, just increase, what is it? The pheromones, something. But what do we need to do to release the stress?
Yes. So my motto, you all, is self-care all the time. So I always tell people every single part of the day can be a time for self-care. So some things that I love to do and that I think will help for other people is, one, schedule breaks. A lot of times we don't take breaks. So we are going, conference call after conference call. I always put a 5-minute buffer in between different calls. Also getting outside, even if it's just for 1 minute. I always tell people, love the time you have. So like really, really love that time. And then of course, breathing. We often just hold our breath, and you might find yourself right now watching this and you're holding your breath. Like just release your shoulders and just like take a breath, just breathe. And so that's another way just to remind ourselves, okay, I'm here, I'm okay, and I can relax. So those are my go-tos.
Can you tell our folks, back home, or our guests back home, where they can find you or the information to register or how to connect with you?
Yeah, so you can head over to CandiceCole.com. And so the micro retreat is a 90-minute time where we are at, the comfort of your own home, chilling out, relaxing. We relax, we retreat. We find community together around self-care. It's a really beautiful time for you to recommit to your self-care practices, but in fun ways, in joyful ways. So would love to see people there. People join from all around the United States. So go to CandiceCole.com for more information about that.
I love that.
Oh my goodness. Candice, how incredible. So we're just so grateful you're on the show. Definitely go check her out, everyone. And we have more business conversation coming up next.
That's right. And one of the greatest little escapes right here in Texas is joining us. It's the owner of Frenchy Boutique Hotel. We'll be right back.